Good evening, guys. How's everybody doing? I am doing much better. Excuse the lighting. I don't know how to get better lighting here. I'm gonna switch over here. Maybe it'll be better, but not that much better. But hey, um, sorry for all the moving around. I'm just trying to find the best lighting here. For some reason, during the day, I get good lighting, and I really don't know how to mess with this stuff anyway. So. Wow, it's so dark. I'm just trying to see if I could. I don't really know how to mess with this, So it's kind of dark. Okay, here, it's much better, but does it have to be closer? I don't know. So I'm gonna back up a little bit. No, I'm gonna go forward a little bit, so you can at least try to see me a little bit. There it goes. So I'm a little kind of hunchback. Better yet, let me lay down. Move this back. Yes, a little bit better. Well, as you guys know, yesterday I was on the YouTube and I was letting everybody know that hi Pirate, you okay? I'm okay now, but I had to make a decision today because Pete, I'm sorry, yeah, Pete the Pirate. I did go into tolerance level if you saw my video. But my doctor's making me think that I'm not in tolerance level from the Clonopin. I was taking Lamictal, and he gave me Celexa, which I read up on it, and I didn't want to take it because I didn't want another addiction to it. And he asked me when I stopped. I said I stopped immediately when you gave me the Celexa. I thought you stopped it. He said I was giving it to you for a reason. He said, you cannot abruptly stop taking that. I said, you told me it was a mood stabilizer. That's what you told me. So you said I was on an antidepressant. You keep saying different things. One thing for sure, excuse me, I remember everything you tell me. You told me I wasn't on an antidepressant. And I'm on a mood stabilizer. Now you're telling me it's an antidepressant. Like, you got to make up your mind. Oh, I never. Yes, you did. I remember everything you tell me. You told me it was a mood stabilizer, not an antidepressant. Now he's telling me it's an antidepressant. So what I'm saying is, like, the Clonopin really quickly was at night. I don't know. It was like Pac-Man. It was being eaten up. Like, I don't know. I kept waking up every day, 4 o'clock in the morning, in full withdrawal. Till the next morning, I would take the 1 milligram and I'd be fine all day. All day, I was functioning. And eventually, 2 days later, this happened all this week. 2 days later, I woke up sick. Well, like always. But when I took the 1 milligram, I started noticing that it wasn't acting the same. Like, I was like, oh shit, I was feeling it wasn't doing me like it usually was doing me. And I said, oh my God, I'm really fucked now because it spilled over into the daytime. Now I'm not, it wasn't working for me during the day neither. So I went to work Saturday and I completely had to stop working. I had to call somebody and it was an emergency. I went into full blown withdrawal. I took my second 1 milligram at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, go to work, and by 9 o'clock at night, I was full blown sick where I couldn't do my job. So I had to get somebody emergency to come down. They didn't come down till 12 o'clock midnight, and they said I was lucky they had somebody. So I have to go in the office and bring paperwork from the doctor and all this shit, but I really don't want to tell them what I'm on. Make a long story short, the shit wasn't working. Now, when we got to the subject, I said to him, I tried 1, I tried 2. I took all the way yesterday, I took 2. Because that's the second day, it wasn't working. Then I waited later on and took 2 more. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take the 6 milligrams to see if that is what the problem is. If that's what my body's asking for, at least I know where I'm at. At least if it was the 6 milligrams, if I was fine, then I know the problem is it's not enough. My body is fucked up, you know? And guess what, Pete? I was still sick. It did not work. I was so fucked up. I didn't really reach the peak, but it was enough that it stopped me from doing my job. I had to call out an emergency replacement. I was shaking. I was everything. I've been through the cold turkey benzos before, and when it spilled over into the daytime, I knew I was in trouble. And it happened last month. I got sick like that too. And I had to wait. Today was my appointment. And I decided I don't want to be on Klonopin. But guess what? You don't get to make that decision. From what I understand, he told me I can't abruptly stop. I said, it's not working for me. He said, if you say so. He gave me Celexa, another bullshit fucking drug. I said, why did you give me Celexa? It's an antidepressant. Why do I need that? You told me last month I was on a mood stabilizer. You're contradicting yourself. Now you're telling me that the Lamictal was an antidepressant. And now you're telling me, like, I don't understand what the fuck he'd be fucking lying to me or taking advantage of the fact that I'm not feeling well and thinking that I'm bugging out when I say, this is what you said to me, that I was never on an antidepressant or mood stabilizer. He said, it's still an antidepressant. I said, I asked you, you said no. And now you're telling me yes. And I've been taking 5-HP, which, by the way, works wonders. I don't take the Celexa. I tried it like 6 times. In between trying it for 6 times, I did it like 1 week I would do 1. The next week I would do 2. And that's how it went. I never really got the full effects of it because I was scared of it. Like everybody knows, I kept talking about it. I was scared of it. Well, I felt the same way. I didn't understand what it was supposed to do. He said it's an antidepressant. I said, what does it do? It didn't do nothing for me. But he didn't know. I didn't take the whole full 30. I got like 20 in there. And I don't think I even took 10 because I was so scared after I read all the side effects and the withdrawals of it. I'm already fucked up from Klonopin. Now you put me on Celexa. And I refused. So one day I got up and I said, look, I got L-trocin, Tricine, and I got the 5-HP. Now, being that he told me I was on a mood stabilizer, no, I didn't tell him I was on 5-HP because from what I understood when he told me last month, I was not on an antidepressant. So being that I wasn't on an antidepressant, I started taking the 5-HP. Now he tells me that the fucking Lamictal isn't antidepressant. So guess what? Now I have to stop taking the 5-HP. I had the 5-HP for a long time, but I didn't take it because I thought I was on antidepressants. Then I go in and he tells me, no, I'm not. I'm on a mood stabilizer. He had me all fucking confused. So I've been taking it for like maybe 2 weeks. And it did, Pete, it took my depression away. It took my energy, gave me my energy back. It gave me clear head. It was very good for me. But now I'm finding out that I can't take it because I'm on an antidepressant. Like I said, dude, you got to make up your mind. I feel like you're taking advantage of me because every time I come in here, I'm fucked up. Exactly. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm not going to take them. I was going to take it tonight, but then I remember now he's telling me I am really on an antidepressant. And he got me on Celexa, but what he doesn't know is I don't take it like that. I didn't take it long enough to get a habit anyway. So the Celexa is totally out of the question. So I have to stick to the Lamictal. But the 5-HP was working great. But I'm glad it's only been a week and some days. And now I find out that I am on antidepressants. But I had the 5-HP for a very long time. I didn't take it because I thought I was on an antidepressant. Then he tells me, no, it's a mood stabilizer. So I went on ahead and took it. And now I know I can't take it anymore. So I was thinking maybe I'm going to show you something. Maybe this is better. Tell me if it is or is it not. Give me a second. Let me get it for you. Is it safe to take L-tryptophan or stop the antidepressants? No, but this is L-tryptophan. I don't believe it says anything about antidepressants or anything. Somebody told me this is good too, but I can't take the 5-HP because he told me, I said, since you gave me the Celexa, I thought you discontinued the Lamictal. And I found it funny that it was in my bag of meds when he gave it to me. I said, why is he giving me this shit? Maybe he made a mistake. He said, no, you're supposed to take it. He said, you're on 4 different meds. He got me so fucked up, Pete. He has me so fucked up. But guess what I had to do? I had to do it, Pete, because I'm upset and I'm not upset. But I'm going to start the whole process all over again. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not taking it tonight. So I'm going to stop that because I don't know if I should just stop taking the antidepressant because but see, this is the mixed up part about it too. I didn't know antidepressants had withdrawals. So, but he wouldn't use the word withdrawal. He would use abruptly. He said, you cannot abruptly stop something. So he's thinking that I am that I'm in withdrawal from the Lamictal because I stopped it. I've been off of it for a month. So, but I'm saying it didn't take a month for me to get sick. It took, it just started like maybe 5 days ago. I started feeling very funny. And the day one was working fine. The night I was dealing with it, it wasn't that bad enough for me to reach for a Klonopin. So I would leave it for 8 o'clock in the morning and I was fine. But guess what? I woke up one day and it was a no-no. So I took 2. It was a no-no. It did not work. It started getting worse and worse and worse and worse. I said, oh my God, I am fucked. This shit is not working. I even went back up and took they make you feel awful. I started in a way thinking, to be honest with you, when I would take the one at night, I felt that it was making me sick. But when I would take it in the day, it wasn't making me feel like that. And I told him when I take it at night, it makes me feel kind of bad. And it puts me in withdrawal. 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm up, Pete, fucked up. But then I wait till 8 o'clock in the morning and I take the 1 milligram and I'm fine. But I said, why is this making me feel sick? Okay. All right. So what about the see, because the L-tricine. I was taking this. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's my brother-in-law. He wants to fix my thing, but I don't have time to do that. My cable stick. I was taking it with L-tricine with the 5-HP. And they were working fine because they said if you stick to just one thing, it might deplete your dopamine level or go into serotonin, whatever. So they said the two of them together. They were working fine. But now I'm not taking it tonight because of the Lamictal. And if it's true what he's saying that oh wow. So then when I told him I wasn't taking the Lamictal, it's been a month, and he said that he will not, and he refuses to use the word withdrawal because they don't want to be held accountable for anything. He just kept saying, I can't believe you stopped taking the Lamictal. I said, I thought you put me on Celexa and got rid of the Lamictal. He said, no, you got to take it. So he said he didn't even say possibility. He said you could be no, not withdrawing. You can't abruptly stop taking the Lamictal. So he said maybe that's what's going on. Maybe that's why the it's not what he's saying is that the Klonopin is working, but I'm suffering from not taking the Lamictal. So but I just feel that the Lamictal is not strong enough for me. I don't know what to do, Pirate. I mean, what if I just stop taking the antidepressant, period, and just stick to the serotonin things? Or what do you think? Because I'm telling you, the Lamictal to me don't do shit to me. I mean, it don't make me severely depressed, but I don't feel fucking normal on that shit neither. I feel like it's a waste of my fucking time. But I know that I had a problem with my dopamines and my serotonin. They were totally depleted. That's why I went for these amino acids, and they worked right away. I never felt better. Even my whole family was saying my voice changed, everything. I felt wonderful. I felt normal. But now hitting the wall with the Lamictal, and he's telling me I can't abruptly stop taking it. So okay. Okay, I understand what I'm saying. See, that's what I personally want to do. I don't want to continue the Lamictal, and I just want to take the 5-HP. But they were also saying that the 5-HP alone, I could reach that serotonin thing you're saying. Like it'll get to a point where it will stop because it'll deplete something. So okay, but look at my video later because you're going to be surprised because I had to make a decision. So I'll see you later. Thanks for the tips. I appreciate it. And watch my video a little later on, and you're going to be surprised because I had to make a decision. So I talk to you later. Thanks, honey, for coming on. A good friend of mine was on here, trying to help me. And all right, baby. Good night. He was explaining to me the dangers of taking 5-HP and antidepressants, which I found out now that I'm on. And that was the reason why in the beginning I didn't take it, because I thought I was on an antidepressant. Then I go back in and he tells me no, it's a mood stabilizer. Now I come back and he's telling me no, it's an antidepressant. Like, what? Fucking make up your mind. So being that I felt I hit full tolerance in the Clonopin, he said it's a possibility. He won't say the word withdrawal. He will not use it. You abruptly stop taking the Lamictal, and that's probably why your body's so fucked up. I don't know. I'm fucking confused. But I know that the 5-HP has been a godsend to me. So I think what I'm going to do is continue taking the 5-HP. And but see, there's a little trick to this, guys. You know that I detoxed from suboxen and everything, and I went through a little hell, but with the kratom, it was more comfortable coming off of it than cold turkey. And I did that, but he keeps saying that it's still, my body is still in shock about the he said it's still shocked about the suboxen, but they'll do anything to line up their fucking pockets. I think suboxen should be short term, not long term. But anyway, make a long story short, he says to me, you have to go back on the suboxen. We have to start over. He said the suboxen will stop the withdrawals. We have to start over. After all that work that I put in, he said, you have to take your Lamictal, Ada. You cannot stop taking the meds that I give you abruptly. So back again, I told him, what about the Clonopin? They're not working. Once again, he uses the word not withdrawal. You cannot stop. I said, it's not working. He said, we don't know why it's not working because you're not taking your Lamictal. So your body, I'm going to use the word, is withdrawing from Lamictal. But if it's withdrawing from the Lamictal, there's a reason why I'm not feeling the Clonopin, because I'm in withdrawal anyway. So it's kind of confusing anyway. So I'm kind of like still don't know what I want to do. I want to try it for 1 month. I'm back on the suboxen. I'm not sorry I did it, but I don't even know how that suboxen is gonna work on me. After a month, I will know if everything goes back to normal or not. And I mean, I was on suboxen for 4 years and off of it since January. No, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 8 months off of it. Now I'm back on it. And I have regrets about it, but I don't have regrets about it because look at me now compared to yesterday. I was a total mess this morning. I went in there full blown. And then when I told him that I don't take the Lamictal, he said, why not? I said, because you gave me the Celexa. So I thought you took me off of the Lamictal to put me on Celexa. And I said, what is Celexa? He said, antidepressant. Once again, why? I told him, why do you have me on 2 antidepressants? Why do you have, now you want me to take Celexa, Lamictal, suboxen, and Clonopin? Like I'm really fucked up in my body. I'm not trying to be against doctors. I know doctors know what they're doing, but sometimes they go overboard and use you as a fucking guinea pig to line up their pockets. I said, do you know how long it's going to take me to fucking withdraw from all of these medication? He said, maybe 3 years. And right now, he says, it ain't going to be 6 months from now. It's going to be probably a year and 6 months before we start talking about one thing at a time, which will be the Clonopin will be the first thing to go, because If it continues to work, well, I'll be all right. And while I'm coming off of the Klonopin, I won't be in such irate. But now it's got to be the Klonopin, the suboxen, the Lamictal, and the Celexa. Well, guess what? I'm not taking the Celexa. Okay? I had the Celexa for a month, but it wasn't enough in my body. I didn't catch a habit from it because I was so scared of it. And all I kept thinking about was, wow, Klonopin and Celexa too. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All that fighting I did, I started to cry in the office. He said, I don't want to give you Ativan. I don't want to give you volume. I don't want to give you Xanax or anything like that. And anyway, if he even referred me to those things, I was not going to take it. I guess he knew what he was doing. I don't know, but he says, you got to go back on Suboxen. I started to cry because he still keeps saying that the Suboxen is still running through my veins, and it's not. I've been clean for like, oh my God, since fucking March 15th. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Almost 8 months I've been clean off of the Suboxen. All that work and some pain. Some pain in the beginning of the week. First week was horrifying till I got the kratom to work properly, where I found my sweet spot. But all that work, and now I have to go back on it because I don't want to suffer. I don't want to suffer. I told him the Klonopin ain't working. He said, well, now you're telling me you didn't take the Lamictal for a whole month. I said, because you put me on Celexa. Why am I going to take the Lamictal? I thought that he stopped the Lamictal. That's why I noticed. Why was it in my bag last month? I didn't touch it. Carrie is taking such a toll on me, and I feel bad a little bit, but if it's going to help me get through this, then okay. I hope that the kratom will be around when the time comes for me to come off the Suboxen, because they want to ban it, and really going cold turkey off of Suboxen is horrifying. It's like methadone, I think it's a little bit more horrifying than the methadone, and that could be cruel too. But I don't feel I have a choice. My body's really messed up. He said maybe, and that's like a maybe. I said, you said that last month, if I take the Klonopin, that I'll be all right. And it worked for a while, but then I noticed it stopped working at night. At 4:00 in the morning, I was in withdrawal. I would get up in the morning and bang, take my first 1 milligram, and I'm fine. Fine. All the way till I take it at 8:00 at night. Then I started noticing, instead of going into 4:00 in the morning, waking up sick, now an hour after I take it, it was literally making me sick at night. I didn't understand what was going on, and I still don't. So it's a messed up thing, but I think I need to do what the doctor tells me to do, since I'm all messed up. My body's messed up. I'm gonna give my body a year. He says at least give it 16 months before we start talking about titrating or whichever way you want to go, because I want to go slowly, because I got 4 meds I got to get off. But I'll tell you one thing, Carrie, I did not take the Celexa like that. As a matter of fact, I don't even know what the frick it feels like, because I took it for 2 days straight when I was sick, thinking maybe that'll help. I I don't even know what that shit does because it doesn't do anything for me. I don't feel shit with it. And you know, I was taking a 5-HP, but you can't take it with an antidepressant. So I got to make up my mind whether I want to stay on the 5-HP or stay with the antidepressant. Now, he said the withdrawal symptoms, well, he didn't use the word withdrawal. He hated using that, but he said that I can't abruptly stop taking the Lamictal. And it broke my heart when I looked into the internet and found out that there are side effects to Lamictal and there are withdrawals to Lamictal. So he said the Klonopin could be working. I don't think so. Okay, because it's been happening for the last 3 months. And I just stopped the Lamictal for the last 30 days. And I was on the Lamictal and I felt the Klonopin wasn't working. That's what I felt. It was starting not to work. So I don't know. But I'm trying to do what I think is right for me. You know, I feel God is on my side, and he told me, no, I'm putting you back on the suboxen. That will help tremendously, and you will take your Lamictal because you can't stop it. You have to be weaned off that. Ain't that a bitch? Okay? Klonopin, Celexa, Suboxen, Lamictal, like all these drugs are like all fucked up in my body. It's gonna take me a long time to get this stuff out of my system. So, oh, I am so glad that I made that decision. Out of 30 pills, I got like maybe 25 because I would not take them like that. I was scared of them, Carrie. I was scared of them. And I kept thinking, it's an SSRI, and then I'm on a Klonopin too. What? I said, no. No, my body is poly drugged already. And then you're going to ask Alexa to it? He gave it to me. Don't mean I'm going to take it. I don't have a habit of it. And I really don't know what it feels like. I took it 2 days straight because I was sick. I was desperate. And it didn't do anything. It didn't. I didn't really give it time, Carrie, to do anything because my mind was made up. I wasn't going to stay on them. And, you know, he gave them to me. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. Boom, went home. I took it one time with a Klonopin. It made me so sick, so high. I never felt it. I said, hell no. And I don't know if I flushed that bottle that was 2 months ago down the toilet or it's misplaced, but it's a full bottle somewhere around here. Supposedly this is my 2nd month on them, but I'm not on them. I'm not on them. Yeah, so I read up on it and I read the withdrawals of that Prime or whatever the fuck cheap name brand it is. It is very harmful. I can't afford another. I can't do that. I'm killing myself. I told the doctor I'm gonna die from all these medications, and now I'm on the Suboxen, which I think was the right choice for me right now until I get stable enough. And I'm gonna wait maybe a year before I start titrating off of the Klonopin, one thing at a time. And then I'm gonna try after the Klonopin, I'm gonna wait a little longer and start weaning off of the Lamictal. But I don't know. I'm right now, as far as the Lamictal is concerned, he said I could be going through something because of the Lamictal, and might not be the Klonopin. But I think the Klonopin don't work. So I told him, okay, I won't take it anymore. He said, oh, no. He told me I got to take it. I said, but it don't work for me. He said, we don't know that. It could be the Lamictal that you're coming off of it and you stopped it abruptly. You can't do that. You have to be weaning yourself off of it. I didn't know that. So he said, which he really didn't want to say, it causes seizures, it causes strokes. So I'm taking it just to avoid myself from having a seizure. That's crazy. But let me tell you, as soon as I got to that drugstore, he started me on 8 milligrams. I don't need 8 milligrams. I tried it before with 2 milligrams would last me 2 days in my body. So I'm gonna wait 3 days and I'm gonna cut and just take 4 milligrams. 4 milligrams is okay for me. I don't need to take the whole 8. I've been there before. So you have a good dinner, sweetie. Enjoy. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to my body. Thank you for blessing me, sweetheart. Enjoy your dinner. Bye bye. So yes, I got some good people here that really do listen to me, and I'm glad I have that. I'm not very happy about the suboxen issue, but I'm not happy about my body going into such disarray. I can't take it. Um, when it got to the point where I had to call for an emergency backup at my job, I knew I was in trouble. I was in deep trouble. An hour after I took the Klonopin, the withdrawals just said bang. Then it started going right into the day. And I went in there. He was like, "What the hell is your problem?" I said the Suboxone, the Lamictals, or whatever the fuck Klonopins ain't working. They stopped working. And then when I told him I don't take Lamictal, he said, "Oh my God, Jesus Christ, Ada, I didn't tell you to stop that." I said, "Well, you gave me Celexa. I thought you discontinue the Lamictal." He said, "You can't abruptly discontinue the Lamictal." I already knew that because I went into the internet and looked it up. And it has withdrawals on there. I was like, "Oh my God, that too?" So he said, "We cannot sit here and say it's the Klonopin." I said, "But I honestly think it is because when 3 months ago I was still taking the Lamictal. It's only been 30 days. Okay, it's only been 30 days and I still was feeling the Klonopin wasn't working correctly. So I don't know. Just wishing myself a lot of luck here, and I'm hoping that whatever decisions I make, that they be all right. I'm not taking the 5-HP today. I didn't take the Lamictal today anyway, so I guess I have no choice but to take it tomorrow. So I'm gonna take it tomorrow and see where it gets me. If I take it, let me see how the month goes. But I was kind of loving the 5-HP and the Ultrosius, so I am going to leave that alone for now because since now I'm on an antidepressant and I could be withdrawing from that. But I definitely feel that I hit tolerance with the Klonopin. And he wouldn't give me another prescription because he knew I had some. He's not stupid. He said, "No, you take as needed. I'm not going to give you another one anymore because I know you have some." So he's basically saying, what am I supposed to feel when I take it? What? I got to be in withdrawal to take it? That shit don't help when I go into withdrawals. So I guess he's meaning like when I get anxious or something, that's when I take it. And if he would have told me that in the beginning, which he says he did, that was 4 years ago. But I never took Klonopin like that. Till the end of my withdrawal from Suboxone, I thought it said clonidine. And I took 6 milligrams for 2 weeks and I was hit. I was hit. Make a long story short, I'm not gonna take the 5-HP. No, I did take the yeah, I did take it. I did, so that'll be my last for now. I gotta give the Lamictal a try again. Since I can't mix the two of them together. But I want to see if also if I continue the suboxen without any more withdrawals or anything from the Klonopin or anything, then I think it's okay for me to go ahead and just leave the Lamictal alone and just stay with the 5-HT and triosis. But I don't know, it did something for me, but I think I'm gonna put it away for now because the suboxen does give me the energy. It's a false energy anyway. We all know what it's about, you know. But I wanted to make sure that my serotonin levels and all that are in place when I start titrating or whatever, which it's not gonna happen right now. It's just not. It's maybe a year from now, in the year 2020, that's when I'll start titrating. So I'm gonna leave it to that point where I will start taking it to build up my serotonin levels, because once you start titrating and all that, your dopamine levels and all that, and your serotonin's all fucked up, because it's gonna fuck up my whole shit again. It really is. So let's see. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna try something and see for the next 2 weeks how I do. But I'm gonna put away the 5-HT for now and the thing, and then I'll go back on it when I go and start titrating, which is no time soon right now, folks. It's just impossible. My body needs to get itself back together, and that's gonna take a while. So I need to follow the doctor's directions so I don't fucking die off of these meds. They need to be done correctly. So I have to do what I have to do. I'm a little angry because I went through hell to get off of them. And I'm really hoping the suboxen will be around when I get ready to. I mean, the kratom will be around when I get ready to get off the suboxen. But the Klonopin is one of my main concerns, which could take anywhere up to 2 years to titrate if you're doing it correctly. So that's not going to happen for another 12, 13 months. So for right now, I'm going to sit back, let the suboxen do what it's got to do. It's going to hijack my serotonin and my receptors and all that. But I always know that there's going to be the ultrosis and the 5-HT that's going to help all that when the time comes. You know, a month before I start titrating. And I'm talking about 16 months from now. When that starts happening, then I'll start taking the 5-HT and the other stuff. I don't know where the Lamictal is right now. And I don't know if I'm going to take it. I really don't know if I'm going to take it. I really don't know. I really, really don't know. Maybe I could start on the Lamictal little by little. Instead of taking 2, I'll take 1. But I'm going to see, you know, if once I stop the 5-HT and the ultrosis today, I'm going to see how long it's going to take me before the depression comes back. Which I'm sad because that thing was really helping me. But we'll see what happens. Because with the suboxen, I wasn't really depressed or anything. So, I mean, I would get depressed, but not really bad depressed. So, you know, in that aspect, that does help with that. I don't know. For me, it does. It doesn't give me depression like if I wasn't on nothing, but the suboxen does help with my depression and stuff like that. So Now I gotta be a little bit more careful, and put them down. But let's see, because I've been taking it for a week and a half. I'm not saying that, maybe I just don't want my energy to leave. And I don't think it's gonna leave because I'm on the suboxen. But let's see what happens. I welcome any comments and stuff in reference to the 5-HP and that. I already know I can't take it anymore because of the Lamictal. But I haven't made up my mind about the Lamictal either. So, but if it is causing withdrawals, then I have to stay on it and do it the right way and slowly start reducing it. So I'm gonna have to look it up and see how it goes. But if from here till the next couple of days, I'm gonna be thinking on it, and I need to start taking it at least for a month to get that back into my system, and then slowly, maybe not even a month, maybe in 6 months, slowly start weaning off of the Lamictal and see what happens from there. Um, wish me luck, guys. I'm not gonna say I let anybody down. I didn't let myself down, but I know if I could get off of Suboxone, so can you. But I ran into some trouble with the Klonopins and the Lamictal and everything else that I had no choice. I mean, everybody has a choice. I just choose not to suffer. And it's going to be a long time titrating and all that. Could take 2 years for me to get off the Klonopin. But if that's the way it's going to be, then that's what it's going to be. But it's going to be one day at a time for me right now. So I see you guys later and wish me a lot of luck, guys. I wish you luck too. Good night.